Looking to aggregate values from different currencies when visualizing your data? You can create conversion tables and enable currency conversion in your models. To use currency conversion, you need a currency conversion table that contains the rates. Keep in mind that you can use the same currency conversion table for multiple models if desired. The table contains a 3-character source currency code, the target currency code, the starting date from which the rate applies, and the exchange rate for each source and target currency combination you want to support for each date range that requires its own rate. Keep in mind that for planning purposes, you can create conversion rates for future time periods as well as for the past. Optionally, you can include a category such as budget or forecast if you want to maintain different rates for different planning versions. You can also use the specific category and add a name for the scenario in the rate version column to create rates for specific planning scenarios, such as optimistic or pessimistic exchange rates for future periods. In the rate type column, you can optionally set a rate type of average or closing. In account-based models, the average rate type is used for income or expense account types, and the closing rate type is used for asset or liability account types. Once the currency conversion table is defined, you can set up currency conversion in your model. First, ensure that the model has a dimension with a currency column, where you can assign different source currencies to different members. You can use the organization dimension type or create a currency dimension specifically for this purpose. Here, the currency column of the customer dimension identifies the base currency for each member. Next, you need to enable currency conversion in the model settings. Specify the currency conversion table you want to use. If your model contains multiple date dimensions, you need to select which one to use so that the system can look up the appropriate value from the table based on the valid from date. A warning message also displays to indicate that records that don't have a date assigned won't be converted. There's also an option to create a currency variable, which uses prompts to enable users to switch between currencies in stories. You can customize the variable description and specify the default value. Here, you can choose between the currencies available in the currency conversion table or choose no conversion by default. Next, ensure that your accounts and measures are configured appropriately for your currency settings. For models with an account dimension, as in this case, you need to set all financial accounts to currency in the unit type column. You can also optionally set each member to use the appropriate rate type from the currency conversion table. Next, you need to set up your measures to work with currency conversion. In this case, the model has a single measure for all accounts. Here, the unit type needs to be set as currency, and the currency needs to be set to fixed, so values will display converted to a single currency by default, such as USD in this example. As with your account dimension, you can also specify a rate type. Next, you can create currency conversion measures in the model. These conversion measures are available as separate members of the measures dimension in stories. Here, you need to provide a measure name, a source measure, and a target currency, which can be a fixed value taken from individual members of the currency dimension or driven by the currency variable. In this case, you want to use the currency variable, which will enable users to specify the currency they want to see when they view the story. Finally, you can save the model. In charts and tables based on the model, you initially see data in the default currency. You can apply a filter on the measures dimension to show the standard measure, the converted measure, or both. The converted values display in euros based on the default setting applied in the model. Keep in mind that you can change the currency variable settings by clicking the prompt icon in the toolbar. The currency variable now displays values in USD. Keep in mind that you can also create currency conversion calculations directly in stories. Here, you can create a calculation on the measures dimension. Select the currency conversion option and specify the details using the same options available for creating currency conversion calculations in the model. For more information about setting up currencies in your models, check out the links in the description and try it for yourself today.